What's up, Sparkman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and welcome back to another Market Watch. Today, we're going to be talking about Monster Mayhem and so much more going on in the market. But before we do, I'm announcing a huge summer special giveaway, baby, just for you as a thank you and appreciative thank you for all supporting the channel. I just feel like this channel is growing so much, and you know, the amount of friends I've also made, it's just, I'm just in awe of like where this channel started from and now where it's at, right? Listen, we're still small, we're still growing, but I'm super appreciative of how fast we're growing as well. So what we're going to be doing is giving away an entire case of the newest set, Justice Hunters, coming out on August 1st. So we'll be picking a winner at the end of July. All you got to do is subscribe, like, and comment in today's video to be entered to win. You can comment anything you want. I'm just really appreciative. I'm just super thankful. You have no idea. It really means a lot to see where the channel is going. And listen, everybody, we are not stopping. We're going to keep going. More strong videos, more amazing videos. And if you want a second entry into today's giveaway, go follow my Instagram page and the rules on the latest post, because I'll post something there as well to have a second entry. So just follow all the rules for that as well. But damn, super appreciate we have some more amazing stuff to announce this summer. More giveaways as well, because I mean, I'm feeling really generous and you'll know why very soon. But yeah, man, this is awesome. We're gonna pick one winner for that entire case, and it's gonna be awesome because Justice Hunters is a great set, and we'll talk about that later in this video. But let's talk about Monster Mayhem, a set that unfortunately, though we're talking about an exciting set like Justice Hunters, we gotta turn around at a little 360 here and talk about a little bit of a disappointing set in Monster Mayhem. As you can see here, the market price not doing so well for itself, but there are cards and opportunities in this set where you can see yourself really get some good investment opportunities for certain cards here. You know, we always talk about the Dirac cards. They're always a good investment for those that love the Dirac. There are punk cards in here that, you know, pretty low in price. There are some low Starlight Rare prices in this one, and some good opportunities to buy into the Starlight Rares. Herald of Orange Light. Listen, everybody. Listen, this card is really low. This card's really low. I would look at this card, to be honest with you. I would also look at King of Feral Imps. We're looking at low listings. Yes, I know it's a new set. There's still a lot of listings to be, you know, delivered on the site. However, this is pretty low considering what we're seeing from all the others at like 30, 40, right? 15. That's something to consider and notice here. Something else to notice is this one right here, this Orcus card. We're looking at 16 listings, right? We're also looking at this one, right? We're looking at some listings here that seem pretty low. We knew Dragon Maid would get a lot of hype, a lot of buyouts, and we're already seeing it here in this price tag, right? Look at the 8 listings, $126. What last sold, $128, right? So there are price tags for that, and it's doing well for itself, right? We knew Dragon Maid would get the hype, and it definitely is seeing that with that one as well. Now listen, like I said, there are Starlight Rares to buy into, and some of these are really good investments. Unfortunately, like I said, the set is not doing well for itself, so it could be your opportunity to buy into the set while it's cheap, to try to pull one of those cards. Sure, but then again, you know, there are very cheap Starlight Rares in this set, so your opportunities to buy or pull an expensive Starlight Rare is really low. And then to make back the value of the cards in this set is really low too, as there's not that really many great cards in this one, to be honest with you, to make back the value. That's why we're seeing low price tags on this one. However, what I will tell you, over time, these cards will increase, especially these chibi artworks, right? People love collecting certain cards, right? We've seen it with the Mission of Bond of cards. We've seen it with the Magia. We see it with a lot of different opportunities where we've seen the market just go insane for certain cards because they're collective pickups, right? They're collective pickups. Blue Eyes right now is a little high. I would tell you wait a little bit on the Blue Eyes, as you know, we're seeing just a little bit of a hype in the Blue Eyes artwork for this chibi artwork. And that's no surprise, it's Blue Eyes. However, what I will tell you is start to consider investing in the Dark Paladin, in the Elemental Hernios, in the Gorge, right? These are not bad price tags for a Starlight Rare, especially for this artwork, especially for a lot of people going kind of crazy for these chibi artworks. Yes, we have some people that really don't care about it, sure, but for those that don't care about it, there's a lot of other people that do care about it, and a lot of people that will buy into it, and also we'll see a lot of buyouts for it because it's a collective pickup. Again, that's one of the reasons why people will get it. Now, with that being said as well, if there's a lot of buyouts in the Starlight Rare market for these chibi artworks, we're also seeing the set not really getting opened. So the replenish of the actual set for these Starlight Rares will not be there. So there's something to consider as well. As these price tags will start to increase really high as well. Honest, I mean, look at that. That's incredible. Like, I would definitely invest in that if I were you. Galaxy Eyes at 20. I mean, these are Starlight Rares, everybody. These are not just like regular cards I'm showing. These are Starlight Rares that are worth that much, right? $13 for Junk Warrior. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, everybody. I'm a huge 5Gs fan, as you can see. I love this artwork. I think this is really cool. And like I said, Gear Freed as well. Like, listen, if you see a Starlight Rare for a really cheap price tag, I would just buy it just to buy it, because obviously I just feel like it's going to go up over time. Now, that's not the case for every card, sure, but especially for these chibi artworks, oh my goodness. Like I said, there's collective value to this one, and there definitely will be buyouts in this regard. So that's definitely something to consider moving forward if you are looking to, see yourself make some money in the market. Now, one thing that we talked about in the last Market Watch was Blue Eyes White Dragon, the ultimate rare. We knew this would go up, right? We knew there would be buyouts. There's 7 listings left, right? And the highest price tag on listings we've seen is 165, 150. So there are price tags that are selling for that high, because we have the lowest listing right now at 162. Listen, everybody, this can get to 200 pretty fast. It can. It probably could get there today, right? Let's be honest with everybody. It probably could get there today. It's not, but it probably could. People would buy it at $200 if it was listed at the lowest price tag at $200. Why? It's Blue Eyes. It's Blue Eyes, it's playable, it's collective pickup, it's a nostalgia feel, and Konami did a wonderful job on the quality of the card. Wonderful job. I've looked at the card, it looks incredible. I would pay $200 for the card myself. And the card right now is at 162. So consider that what you will. I won't pay $200 because it's at 162. I will tell you that I would wait just a tad bit, but don't wait too long. Don't wait too long, because people will keep buying this out. There won't be an opportunity to buy in for a really cheap price tag with this one. Like I said in the other video, I laughed at it because I don't think that it will get to $80. I don't think it will get below that. I just see this one just being a really high price tag ultimate rare OTS card. Like I said, they did a great job. It's not the Exodia copy. This is, they did a damn good job on this one. I gotta give props where props is due. Konami nailed it with this one. They're gonna make their money with this one. I will tell you that much. OTS stores are gonna see themselves get packed because they want OTS packs. And people will get really happy if they get the opportunity to pull this card, especially. So do with that information what you will. If you have the opportunity to buy in for a really cheap price tag, do it. Would I tell you buy it now? I would. Listen, it's a beautiful card. It can only go up. Again, there's playability to it. There's collective pickup. There's nostalgia. There's so many things to this card. And I just don't see this one really getting so low what we've seen with other ultis in the past OTS sets. This is just not one of those cards. It's just not. And people want 3 of these cards, right? They want the triple. They want the playset. So that's something else to really understand and consider as well as you're moving forward. One thing to note, everybody, we've talked about it a lot on this channel. The tins are coming, everybody. The tins are coming. And with the tins coming, that means reprint season is coming. And listen, we've had reprint season for the past few months even, because Konami has been very generous with the reprints. But especially with these tins, they're going to over-deliver again. And with Starlight Rares making its comeback in those tins, well, I should say, another comeback, especially since, it already made a comeback. But it's going to make a really big comeback in those tins, because people are going to get the opportunity to have them kind of a little easier than they do with these sets. They're going to pump a lot of good cards in that tin. And they want the community to play the game. They do. They want the game to be playable right now. They see a lot of people moving towards other games. They see a lot of people moving towards other formats. And it's because maybe sometimes the price tag is a little too high. So they're going to make the game a little bit more fair in giving the players what they need. And that being the Molcharmi cards. Maybe some of the Bishop cards will be in there. Maybe some of the Cashier cards will be in there. Vanquish Soul. We've seen the hype and Vanquish Soul rebuild back up, right? Dominus cards could be in there. Dominus, like Purge, Impulse, Magia. One thing to consider, everybody, is that a lot of people are not understanding that this card especially can be put as a Starlight Rare. And listen, if Konami does put this card as a Starlight Rare, it's going to be absolutely wild. It's going to be absolutely wild. This tin will get bought out a lot, especially if they put those other cards, the Mulcharmy, the Dominus cards. They put all those cards in this tin. I'll say it. I'll say it now because everyone knows I've been shitting on the tins for the last few years. It would be the best tin in a decade to have all those cards in there. You would see the community go crazy. There would be buyouts for sure of the tins at everywhere. Listen, the tins are readily available everywhere. They're not very low stocked, but you will see a lot of people buying tins, a lot of people buying packs. You'll get the community going crying crazy because they want to collect some stuff. They want to be able to, get the things to play now. So we'll see what Konami does, but there's an opportunity here for them to really capitalize on this year's tins and deliver, really over deliver. Will people be upset that they make this into a Starlight Rare? Sure, but at the same time, you should expect it, right? We've been talking about it for the past few months. Expect it to happen. It probably will happen. Whether it be in the tins or another set, it's coming. It's just a matter of time, right? Now, one thing to note, everybody, Justice Hunters might be one of the best sets of the year. At $66, this is a great price to pick up this box set. Listen, we know that this set will be meta impactful. There's so many different things in this set that will change the game. Do not miss out on the opportunity to buy into the set early. Right now, while it's still affordable, I expect this price tag to go towards the $75, $80 range and even higher. There's a lot of good cards in this one. We've seen the sets the past few months not do so well. However, Justice Hunters will not be one of those sets. This set will do really well, and I expect a really big opportunity to invest in this one, especially with a lot of the cards that will be spiking up in price in this set especially. We've seen it with one other set that was very impactful, that being, where is it now? Crossover Breakers, right? We look at Crossover Breakers, for example. We know the set did well, right? It's still holding around the $75 price tag. Why? Because it had Malice, it had Ryziel, it had all these good cards in it. Meta impactful stuff, right? Same thing will happen, right? Same thing will happen with this new set. There will be a lot of opportunities in this new set especially. So I expect this one to do really well for itself, especially on release. There's going to be a lot of expensive cards. So we'll see what happens. But $66 for this one is not bad at all. Not bad at all, everybody. But that's about it for this Market Watch. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely entered the giveaway. And thank you again for always supporting the channel. Leave your comments down below. I want to hear your thoughts on today's Market Watch. Again, comment anything you want, as well as you'll be entered to win this amazing giveaway. I mean, there's a whole case of Justice Hunters, and like I just said, it's going to be an amazing set. So don't want to miss out on your opportunity. Second way to enter is through my Instagram, so you'll go check out that as well. To see my Instagram, there's a description down below. You'll be able to just go right to my Instagram by clicking that link, and that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment, and peace out, YouTube.